I'm going to bet that many of you haven't heard of this brand before. Swiss made and founded in 1858. Man, that's older than Seiko. And they have a world's first. Back in 1947, they made the world's first mechanical wristwatch alarm, a very useful complication. And they were also the first brand to switch from radium to tritium lume. This is what we enthusiasts love. A brand steeped in history with a unique look. So I'm very happy Vulcain had a rebirth in 2002 and have been slowly on the rise back to their former glory. But are their watches any good? Well, we're gonna find out right now. Introducing the all-new Vulcain Nautique Skin Diver. And right off the bat, what a beautiful dive watch. I'm really digging the design. Yes, many skin divers look the same, but the Vulcain definitely has its own flavor. Many people have been telling me that this looks like a clone or copy of the Oris Diver 65. However, what they don't know is this came out originally in 1960. That's 5 years, half a decade before the Oris. So looks like Oris is the one who copied Vulcain. In reality, besides the sapphire and the thin bezel, they actually look pretty different. And that starts off at the case. The Vulcain has stunning eagle-beaked lugs and perfect brushing on the sides and top, separated with laser-sharp, high-polished bevels. And it doesn't stop there. The bezel is sunken into the mid-case, giving the Nautique a streamlined, distinctive look. And I love it. The finish on the case is absolutely top-notch, and I'd say maybe above the Oris in case finishing. The inside, however, is a little bit of a different story, but we'll get into that later. Now back to the bezel. We got a blunt edge, high-polished teeth. It's kinda slippery, and because it's tucked in, you may get your skin pinched in the right circumstances. It has a flat, fully graduated ceramic bezel insert, but how does this one feel and sound? Okay guys, this one is different. I'm liking it. You know the abrupt harsh click that micro brands usually have? This one has that precision, but it's smoother, soft, almost dampened. Not like a Seiko dampened feel. Think of it as a more solid, planted Oris Diver 65 click. But it could use better grip. The original 1960s Nautique was 37mm. How does this one size up? Let's check out the dimension. I got 38mm in diameter, secret measurement 30.5 millimeters. And we have a thickness of only 12.2 with that box sapphire and a short lug to lug of 44.2. Man, this thing is spot on, but you guys be the judge on the faraway shots on my 6.6 inch wrist and let me know how it wears. Now the nautical, yeah, I'm just gonna say it in English. I'm struggling with the French. The nautical does not have a bracelet option. We got 4 straps to choose from. There is a black and brown leather, and the one I have here today is a strange combination of faux carbon fiber leather. Skip these 3 straps and go with the 4th and best option, the Tropic. Skin divers only belong on a Tropic. End of discussion. Now, no matter which one you go for, it's going to have an elegant taper, 20mm tapering down to 16. And it's going to have that signed V logo on the buckle. Now let's take a look at that crown. It's got an embossed Vulcain V, which looks awesome. It's very grippy, unlike the bezel coming in at 6.5mm. And this screw down crown doesn't have a clutch system, and it helps give the nautical 200 meters of water resistance. Now I want to take a quick peek at the sapphire. It's got a crazy wide dome that gives incredible distortion, and it reminds us of the acrylic crystals from the past. But here you are getting the scratch resistant version with anti-reflective coating on the underside without sacrificing that desirable look. The Vulcain comes in two different colors right now, a black and a blue, and the black is true to the original, but this blue is kind of special. It looks plain Jane, you might regret buying it at first, but when the light hits this dial, it comes to life. It has a vertical brushed look, and the way it plays with the light is phenomenal. I put up some Instagram reels and some YouTube shorts earlier to really demonstrate this effect, so make sure to check out the shorts page after this video. Speaking of that beautiful dial, the markers. They're printed like the original and it's faux patina. The hands are completely high polish rectangles. There is a taper and dividing line down the middle. It's a very clean aesthetic and I'm digging it. But the lume on the hands doesn't match the lume on the dial, and that's a pet peeve of mine. The color is off. Maybe this does replicate a truly aged nautical from the 60s, but I still would have preferred matching lume. And better yet, what about white BGW9 lume to match that white font on that bezel insert? If they did that, it would have been a home run for me. Remember earlier when I mentioned that the finish on the outside is better than on the inside? Why did I say that? Well, the hands have rough finishing on the edges, and with this simple style of handset, it should be easier to finish. And unfortunately, I did find some dust on the top side of the inside of the Sapphire. It is only visible with extreme macro and a ton of light, so it's not that big a deal. But I'm still hoping to see Vulcain improve this in the future. Now back to some good news. The movement. It's an ETA 2824. No Solita, which I'm a fan of, and just like the original, the dial says Inca Block. But this is an Elabor grade, and the Inca Block shock system only comes on the top grade and the chronometer grade. I haven't checked if they switched it out, because the case back is different on this one. I don't have the proper tools, and I didn't want to risk any damage. However, they did modify the movement to be a proper no date, so there's no ghost position, which is awesome. And clearly from these numbers, Vulcain highly regulates this watch, so you're going to get incredible performance. Well done. Skin Diver reissues are hot right now, and this thing has some competition. Oris Diver 65, 38mm, Solita SW200, 2,350 USD on a strap. And then we have the Aquastar 37mm Model 60, 1,060 USD. And the movement is the G100. Seiko SJE093 62 mass, that's also 38mm, but it's sold out, selling above retail. It's impossible to get, but just to give you an idea, 3,500 USD. And then we got the Air Rain Submarine coming back next month, 38mm as well, 1,600 USD. And that's got the G100 Lajou Perret movement. And lastly, the Super Squale 38mm SW200 at 1,000 USD. And the Nautical comes in at 1,650 USD. Not the cheapest, but definitely not the highest. But I want to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. And if you liked this video, I have 2 more skin divers on the right of your screen for you to watch right now. And I'll see you in the next one.